Hey guys, good morning. Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Garden of Rock here in beautiful Alabama. All right, now I had well, this is Terrell Smith's console. Now I finished it last night. I'm going to do a video on it, but Terrell also asked me. He downloaded a whole bunch of stuff, and he wanted to know how to use an external drive on it. All right, and I'm like, okay, so I figured out what the hell, I might as well do this for people that don't know. All right. Now look, okay, you got your 360 platform here. All right, now as you can see, we have Aurora up on this thing. All right, now it's good. This one's got a 2 terabyte internal drive. All right, now okay, as you can see, we have our games and everything. We have our our Xbox Live, so on and so forth. Homebrew section. Your classic games. You set it up with with your parameters. Pretty easy to do. I already did an Aurora setup, show people how to use Aurora already. So, this is something, this is a little bit of a primer, how to use the operating system and everything for the people that don't know. Okay? I know that there's been people around for years that have used these things. They know all about this, but there's people who don't know. And that's the reason why I'm doing this. Okay? Now, look, you can get an external drive just like this one right here. Now this is a Western Digital, and this is only a 1 terabyte. It's an external USB 2.0 drive. Okay. Now there is a certain way to format the file system on it, so that way the Xbox sees it and all that kind of happy nonsense. So I'm gonna work backwards because it's gonna be easier. Okay. All right. And I know it sounds a little crazy, but trust me, it'll be easier and it'll make this a little bit quicker. All right. Now, okay. First off, all right, let me go to games here. All right, and we're going to go to this particular game that I put on here. All right, let's see, where the hell is it? It's around here somewhere. Let me see here. Hold on here. Unless I forgot to scan it in, which is all possible. Okay. Yeah, I did. All right, okay. Listen, this is what you're going to do. All right. When you get this drive, you get an external drive. All right. Now, just to show you here, we go to content. Okay. Now, if you notice here, you got a USB games. Okay. That's because this is that drive right there. All right. So what we did was, well, it's not scanned in, so I might as well do this. Okay. Look, what we'll do is we'll select it and we'll delete it. Okay. There. Now, all right, it's gone. All right, now, okay. When you go ahead and you plug your drive in, all right, what you're gonna do is you go ahead and you go to manage paths and you add it. Okay, select the location. You see where it says USB. Click on that. All right, you're gonna hit A to open it. Now, mind you, the external drive, this thing, it powers itself down and it powers itself back up, so on and so forth. So, as you can see, we have games, all right? Now, there's End War. That's the game right there. You always put it in the folder by itself, all right? Now, what you do is you hover over games and you hit Y to select it, okay? Your scan depth, you set to 4, all right? Use no script data whatsoever and just hit save, all right? Now, mind you, it'll save it. There it is, okay? System USB 0 games, okay? I labeled it games for a reason, so it sees the Xbox 360 games externally, okay? Besides the one that's, internal to the Xbox, all right? Now, this is the 2 terabyte one that's internal on the Xbox. This is your external drive right here. Then what you do is you go up here, and then you hit scan now, all right? And as you can see, it's going to scan for the content, okay? Now, once it's done scanning, it's going to read it in, okay, and then it's going to download the artwork for it all automatically, okay. Then what you do is you go ahead and you download your title update, all right, and it's very easy. For the system, you can make an external emulators folder, you can make an external classics games folder, your external games for your Xbox, so on and so forth. Okay, it's all about the paths and how to set it up within Aurora. Okay, Hey Tyler, how are you, man? Morning, Christian. How are you? But you know, like I said, when it's done scanning, it's gonna bring the title up, okay, and then it's gonna download all the artwork for it. All right. Now, if yours doesn't have artwork, your best bet is to go into Y, and then go down here, and you will see where it says download cover. See if there's any other covers besides the blank one. Okay. By hitting A, you'll see that there's multiple covers that you can download for this thing. All right, so I mean, it all depends on what, where, how, and who. And then you download it and you save it, and it'll change the cover on it. No big deal. All right, I mean, pretty easy. Also over here, you will notice you have your title updates. Okay, what you do is you go ahead, you hit your title update, you see if there's a title update for it. Now, if you don't have one downloaded that says installed, just go over to Unity Marketplace right here, hit A, and it will download it. Okay, and then you mark it, as enabled. By going back over here, you enable it, and then you're good to go and back out of there. All right, now also over here by hitting left D-pad, you'll see where it says File Manager. Okay, this will take you. See, now it already found it. Now it's downloading the items for it, as you can see, and then it's going to process it. Okay, now it should be there. Okay, now look. All right, like I said, with this, you'll see that your File Manager. You can hit that, and it takes you right to the game. There's your path right there. So you know where it is and what it's doing, okay? Very simple. All right, now we're in the Xbox 360 games, okay? Now it says that it downloaded, and it downloaded the cover artwork and all that other happy nonsense. So I'll tell you what, we'll go over here and we'll see if we have it here. All right, now, let's see. Defiance, destroy all humans, all that happy nonsense. Let's see here. Yeah, we should have it. Should pull up. Yep, there it is. Okay, there's End War. Now, if we hit Y, like I said, and then we go over and we go to download title update, if there's a title update, it'll find it. Okay, if not, even when you launch the game, if there is a title update for it, all right, it will download it from Xbox. Okay, no problems. All right, now, just to show you where it's at, File Manager. As you can see, here's our path. USB 0, Games, End War. All right. It's that simple. It is not a big deal. Now, how to get it on there? All right, now if you downloaded it, you just copy and paste it over there, okay? Now, if you want to, all right, let's say that you have the actual disc and you want to rip it, okay? Well, okay, look, here's the actual disc, okay? And what we'll do is we'll hit eject and we'll put it in there. Okay, now by rights, this thing should read it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to hit the back button and go to File System, File Manager. Okay? Now, following device has been inserted, DVD, blah, blah, blah. It's a game. All right? As you can see, it read it. It's a game. All right? Now, we hit the back button. Okay? We'll go to the File Manager. Now, we can go over to copy DVD. All right? But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over here to USB 0, okay? As you can see, I made a games folder, okay? All you got to do to make a folder, hit plus, and then name the folder. That's it, okay? No big deal, all right? So we can just back out of that because we're not going to make a folder, all right? Then underneath that folder, you go in here. Now, the name of the game, you make the folder. You make a new folder, you name it, put it in there, and then go into it. All right, just like that, okay? Now, this is already here. All right, but what we're going to do here is first we're going to go over to the right side here, okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go to DVD. All right, now, don't copy the system update. That's a waste of space. It doesn't need that file, okay? But these files right here, this is what you do with this within Aurora. Now, mind you, you can go to FX menu and copy the DVD. Just hit copy DVD, and it'll copy it over into that. You select that folder where to put it to, and that's it. I mean, real easy. But in Aurora, you have to mark off all of this crap, every single file that's on here, okay? And then all you would do is you would just go ahead and copy the disk over. And as you can see, there's a lot of files on this damn thing, okay? It's got about 7 gig. So, there's a ton of files on here, as you can see. All right, but just to show you how easy it is, okay, I'll show you here. We'll bring this back up, and what we'll do is we will unmark all of this crap, okay, for right now. And let's say we just want to, let's say a file got corrupted or whatever, but let's not go there. Let's say you want to copy the whole DVD. Select everything, all right? And it's really easy. All you got to do is mark that folder, mark everything with with a check mark. You can mark multiple ones, so you bring it all the way down. You do the whole damn thing, all right? Hit copy, all right? Then what we do is we go over to our USB. We make sure that we're in there, okay? And then all we do is go over and hit paste. Yes, it'll gather the information. And then, of course, it's going to take a lot longer than that, okay? I mean, because it's a whole disk, and I don't want to waste all that time showing you. But anyway, that's how it'll extract it from the disk, okay? Now, what we do, we're back out of here, okay? So on and so forth. That's how you can extract a disk, an entire disk, off of a system. Now, I'm going to eject that. Now, okay. Now that we have end war, okay, it should work, I would hope. Maybe. We'll see. Come on. You can do it. Probably because I copied that folder over. I bet you it didn't hash right. That's the reason why. Damn it. It happens. Okay. I copied one folder over, and what happens is if it's not hashed right and not extracted from the disk right, well, guess what? It won't work. Okay, So you gotta extract the whole disk at the same time. Okay. Otherwise, you wind up with something like this. All right. So anyway, just making a long story short. Okay. Let me go ahead. Let me reboot this damn thing here. All right. What'll happen is, okay, is like I said, you just copy it that way. By the way, you got a real fast booter here, Torrell. Okay, just to show you, all right? But anyway, it copies it over to the USB, all right? And then, of course, you can start it up and it'll be fine, all right? Now, how to do this, okay, with an external drive, just to show you, okay? Hey, Mike, how are you, man? Good to see you. Jerry, good to see you, brother. Completely download on the Xbox. That's strange, man. Make sure you got enough space on the damn thing, okay? I mean, otherwise, Anyway, okay. Now look. All right. Now, how to set up the drive, okay? Listen. All you got to do is this, all right? When you get a drive, okay? Now remember, there's a lot of ways, okay? There is a lot of ways to do this, okay? Um, Let me go through this with you. Okay, you get a regular USB drive. Okay, USB. Anything that's backwards compatible to USB 2.0. Okay, now of course you're gonna have a USB plug, and you have your drive. Okay, life is grand. All right, and you got some games that you downloaded off the internet or whatever, and you want to copy them over, or you have original discs or whatever. Okay, well, to set up the drive, it works like this. Okay, look, this thing works off of a partitioning table. The partitioning table must be FAT32. All right, I'm not sure about extended FAT or whatever, but it must be FAT32. Now, Windows gives you the option to format it, extended FAT, and all that, but doesn't, for some reason, Windows 10, it sees these and it goes, nah, you're not going to format FAT32. Yeah, I am, okay? So what you do is you take your drive that you bought, okay? Now, with FAT32, if you buy like a 3 or 4 terabyte drive, okay, you're going to have to format a FAT32, which means you're going to have a bunch of partitions on it as well. Okay, you're going to have to make partitions for it because it will not format the whole drive with one partition. All right, it's not going to work. FAT32 doesn't work that way. Okay, you've got a limit. All right, so just to let you know. All right, so anyway, you take the drive that you bought, you plug it into your computer right here. Okay, you should see it. All right, now. Okay, once it sees the drive, all right, what we're going to do here is, let's see, did it see it? Yep, there it is. Xbox external external F drive. There's the game, and war, and there's the game actually, okay? There it is on the computer. All right, pretty simple, right? Okay. Now to format this thing, what I'm using is a OMI partition. You can use the internal disk setup on Windows 10 in the command in the in the configuration command system settings and all that. Um, you know this works fine. It's free. Okay, only partition assistant standard. All you do is just double click on it, then you just open it up here. Okay, yes, and it'll bring it up. Okay, now as you can see, here's our F drive. Okay. No, I don't want to upgrade right now. Okay, and as you can see, I got it formatted already, FAT32. All right. Now, what you would do is of course, if you bought a new one, it would be unallocated. All right. So what you would do is you would right-click on this thing. All right, and you would go ahead. All right, and you would format the partition on it like that. You would select then FAT32. Okay. They have EXE FAT32. I'm going to use FAT32. All right. Cluster size going to be 64 kilobytes. Okay. Leave that alone. Don't leave it alone. Okay, just leave that alone. Don't mess around with that. Okay. Now, then you hit OK, and then it'll commit right here, and then you just apply it, and it'll format it. Okay. And once it formats, then you can go ahead, and then what you do is once it formats, okay, we're gonna hit X. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. And then what you do, you pull it out just like that. And now what you do is here. All right, we'll go ahead. We'll go back on over to the Xbox side. All right, and let's see here. We'll plug it into the Xbox. I could ever find a damn hole, son of a bitch. There it is. All right, then you're going to hit the back button. Okay, you're going to wait patiently because it takes time to spin up a USB 2.0 drive. Okay, it's it's just the way that it is. You'll see USB inserted, all that crap. Just give it a second. It's thinking. The stupid LED is going up and down and back and forth and all that crap. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Okay? The device has been inserted USB, and as you can see, 926.5 gigabytes. Okay? So we open that up. Now, recite. Yeah. Okay. First of all, we'll get rid of. We don't need this. Yes. Okay. And then we don't need this either. That's all we need. Okay. And there's end war right there. So on and so forth. Okay. So that's how you can copy a folder over and, use an external drive on it. Now, mind you, you can do this too. All right. Let's say, all right, you want to make an external emulators. Okay. So what you do is just go over to the file manager right here. And then all you got to do is just highlight USB 0. Okay? We're going to leave that right there. We're going to leave that on the root of the drive. We're not going to do games or anything like that. Now, we're going to add a folder. We'll call it emulators. Done. Okay? Now there's your emulators. You go in there, and then you can take your emulators and just copy them over. Now, of course, it's a blank one, all right? Now, what you do is after that, then you hit the start button, go to content, add a path, change, USB 0, emulators, okay? Leave that highlighted right there, just like that, and then hit Y. It'll add it, scan depth, do 4 just for the hell of it. And just check mark off emulators for the script. Save. And now you have your emulators on your 2 terabyte, and you also have your emulators on your 0, on your USB 0. So pretty much that's how you make files in folders and copy paths and be able to use an external drive with the Xbox 360 with Aurora. Okay? So, pretty much there you go. There's, like I said, I wanted to do this simply to show how to do it. So that way then, it's a simple explanation in how to use this thing with an external USB drive just like this, you can use all different types. It doesn't really matter as long as you can format it FAT32. And if you don't mind multiple partitions, hey, all good. So anyway, listen, thanks for watching, guys. Torrell, I hope that this answered your question, all right? And I hope that you all have a good one, okay? And I'm going to holler at you later, okay? GH and I jailbreak a PS3. That would be interesting. Multiple live stream at the same time. I love it. Anyway, you have a good one, guys, and I'm gonna holler at you later. Okay, take it easy, guys. Be safe.